Hello, can you hear me? Okay. We're just gonna head over to my garage today because, this is my old house. Can you see it? We just drove by. No, that one there. I bought that. Me and Jamie bought that in 2007 and we flipped that house. We bought it for, I don't know, we sold it for $165 back then, and today, or this week, it was listed for $425, and it's already sold, and I bet you it sold for $100,000 over asking price. Okay, anyways, I knew about an Algar machine that had traded hands recently, and I wanted it, but it's kind of already basically boards all done. It's pretty much done, right? So it is kind of like a retail price, you know, full on. I don't love to pay retail price, but I think for an Algar, this is a special exception. They didn't make a lot of them, so I'm not gonna get the opportunity frequently to have the full Algar experience. So I decided to do some wheeling and dealing. So I decided to offer up a trade for my Stern hot hand and a giant mitt full of cash for the Algar. And after plenty negotiations and back and forths, we come to terms. I am going to pack up hot hand right now into the vehicle, and then in a few hours from now going to bring hot hand to the destination and do the trade. Now I'm not 100% sure if he's cool with me mentioning any details, so I'm just going to keep that on the down low right now. But if he is cool, then we'll record some of the action of the pickup, the trade, and if he's not cool, then I will probably, once I get it home, I can do a little walkthrough of the action. All right, so at my garage, and time to disassemble and load up hot hand. I don't think I'm going to have much success loading it up by myself, so I'm just going to remove the head. But some of the connectors on the rectifier board in the cabinet are hardwired, so off with their heads. Okay, so on some of these early Sterns, the rectifier board's in the cabinet, and in order to remove the head, you have to remove connectors off the rectifier board. But guess what? We are hardwired on J1 and J2, and this is hardwired to the bridge as well. So I'm going to cut all these wires, and I've taken some photos, and we've got schematics, and the new owner will repin those and do good on that. In the meanwhile, I'm going to cut me some cables and wires, as they are also known as. Okay, hot hand is ready to be loaded. And the one thing that I didn't have to do was cut the wires on J2 that were hardwired to it. I mean, it's up to the new owner exactly how he wants to deal with it. I'm pretty sure he's going to redo those connectors, but I didn't actually have to cut those, and oops, I mean, it would have made it easier for him to know exactly what wires went where and what pin, but I took photos. I also took a photo of the schematic, and I'll send all that to him, and he'll redo those connectors. Yeah, that was kind of just a temporary oops, but it'll all work out in the end. All right, load this up and then get ready for Algar action. The all-new Airport Hyundai Superstore. Okay, I am taking hot hand away and my envelope of cash and going to grab Algar. So let's go. So this is a Williams 6A board set, and they only made 349 Algars, and the only time I ever played one was at the Papa facility. I think it was in a Papa tournament, actually. Don't think I ran into it at Pinburg, but maybe I did. Actually, I might have. So that's my only Algar experience. It seems that there's about 31 Pinsiders or so that have it in the collection. And I know of one or two that have traded hands locally, which is kind of crazy. Maybe 3. As far as I know, there might have been 3. I just have to jump on this Algar, because if I don't, then I may never get another opportunity to, and I want to experience the Algar. Isn't Algar Gorgar's brother? Something like that. Did I hear that in a Steve Ritchie interview, or did I just make that up in my head? It's very possible. So yeah, I've seen photos. I know what it looks like. Apparently the sound is intermittent. I don't imagine there'll be any surprises. Not like I'm gonna back out. Got friggin' hot hand loaded. So happy to do the transaction. And you know, if there are any issues or tweaks that are required, I will happily do them and finish off the project. So Algar is coming home, and what I'm gonna do is sell Black Hole. I am done with it. I'm starting to create a listing. Got to take videos and photos and all that good stuff. I just painted the head frame of Black Hole today. Some final touches, vacuumed out the cabinet one last time. And then I will have space, and I'll probably maybe do Algar. I mean, I've got other machines that were kind of higher priority, but things just jump the queue. I never know when or what or how, but the queue is always changing on me. I always have a plan, and then something just gets thrown at me, and wrench thrown into the plan, and then the queue changes. But that's okay. That's half the fun. I just realized, since I am recording, I do not have GPS coordinates. So what I'm going to do is actually find my way there and stop recording instead of driving in the wrong direction. Yeah, some early Sterns had the rectifier board in the cabinet, so you got to feed those connectors up in through the neck and back, well, you know, to disassemble, and obviously back down to reassemble. So I got you lots of photos and stuff, so you'll be able to.
I can figure it out.
Yeah, and I took you a couple photos of the manual as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was from my Nugent, but they're pretty much all the same. But yeah, here's Algar. You got we got a new back glass coming from Mayfair Amusements, and it'll be nice and pretty. And then here's the playfield, which you've pretty much done everything already. Rubbers and LEDs and diagnosing issues and boards and shit, eh?
Yeah. The only thing is the 2X doesn't have a light socket.
2X, no light socket. Oh, okay. That's not a big deal.
All the wires are there.
And the sound's still kind of a little flaky, or?
Sound is not working at all.
Sound's not working at all.
But the amplifier is working because you get the buzz.
Okay. That'll be something I'll just have to address. I'll have to take a look at that soundboard. I may even have spare soundboards if needed, but that has been serviced. It's just the nature of soundboards. They can
be flaky.
Yeah, be flaky. Okay. Well, that's Algar. Let's take a quick peek at the cabinet there. Looks cool. All right, let's take her away. Picked a great day to move pinball machines. It's like snowing in April. And there's Algar, though. Well worth it. I'm excited to dig into this guy. Okay, let's just set you right there for now. Yeah, so just Algar had to take a little elevator ride down a few flights, and almost made it out safely. The head actually took a little slip and went on the dolly. The dolly slipped out, and it could have very easily broken the back glass, but it didn't. And even if it did, we have a new one coming from Mayfair Amusements. Well, Russell did. That's who I got the machine from, by the way. I asked him, and he's cool that I mention his name, because he's local, and we wheel and deal from time to time. And yeah, so he has a new black glass. Wait, where'd you go? Ah! I'm running the yellowish, now red light. Okay, it was like an advance. Yeah, so he already had back glass on order from Mayfair Amusements, as well as a Black Knight back glass for his other machine. So when they arrive, I will pick that up. I'll pick up my Algar back glass. It's original, not a reproduction, so original is always better than reproduction if you can get it, because the reproduction back glasses, as nice as they are, they're just not exactly the same. Colors are a little bit different. Transparency of light is a little bit different. Mirroring could be maybe different, but I don't have to worry about any of that. Fortunately, the old backlash didn't break, so I'll still have that as a wall hanger or whatever. I'm just going to go to my garage and drop Algar off until I have space in the games room, which may be where Black Hole is currently residing. So once we get to my garage, we'll take another just quick little peek at it before we store it. Hopefully it's not stored too long. I mean, I said that one day when I put my first machine in that garage, thinking, as long as it is only one season, I should be good. That was about 3 seasons ago. So, oh well, what can you do? That's what you call some pinball shenanigans, right? Okay, I have Algar at my garage now, and let's take a bit of a closer look and see what we got here. I can't remember, I probably mentioned that they made this in 1980, Williams, and there's only 349 of them. So that's why I had to jump on the Algar opportunity. So this Algar was actually in the same place that Corey, cook of London Pinball, got his Stellar Wars. And if you haven't seen that video, he just posted it recently. It came from a place that had a lot of pinball machines that were just kind of set there after they were routed and kind of just hung out there for holy mother of mercy. Look at the size of that rubber. What is that? A friggin' 12-inch rubber? Holy hell. Anyway, so his Stellar Wars was in well-preserved condition, and I'm looking right now and I'm seeing that, yeah, there's a little bit of wear by his hand. But all in all, inserts are looking good. Triangle inserts are kind of notorious for lifting and raising and or sinking, but they look pretty flat overall. The hot dog insert there is pretty flat, but plastics are looking good. So far I don't see any chips or cracks. Russell did say that one of them is cracked, but it is fine. Pop upper caps appear to be good condition. Even the plastic in front of the drop targets, it's an area where the ball bashes into frequently. I would expect those plastics to be broken, but this is a bit of a slower play field, and it's a little bit of distance between the flippers and that plastic, so that one preserved. That's usually the ones that are busted up, right? And then we got the chamber here. It looks to be all in good condition around the chamber. Oh, there, maybe that's the crack. There's a gate here. Kind of like free fall, but a little less rusty. Cool. Well, we got a spinner here. And another spinner over here. Gate here. We got a kicker here. Maybe that's a bonus collect or something. Resets the ball chamber. I've actually watched this game in tournaments before, like big tournaments. Probably Papa or Pinburg replays or something. This is the couple times I did play it was there. The Papa collection, which is now no longer, sadly, but looks like this will open your gate. Extra ball when lit. 1,000 when lit for that spinner. It's really cool. This is exciting to have. Okay, yeah, so we kind of already took a look at this, but it doesn't hurt to just pan over it again. It looks to be in very nice condition overall. Is that wear at the bottom there? Yeah, it looks like a little bit of scuffage going on there, but not too bad. The neck area's good. The head is got, you know, some wear and tear, but very good overall. We got a, you know, bit of a chunk in the corner there, probably just from machine being moved. Back glass, back box has been LED'd. Let's see. These are, shout out to Davis Still LEDs. Look at that. Still LED. So if you need some LEDs, look up Davis Still. Still Entertainment on Facebooks. And you can buy your LEDs within Canada. And you don't have to order from the States and pay all the extra shipping monies and duty, customs fees, and just all that extra stuff. Now here was the board set. If you watched Corey's Stellar Wars video, like I told you to, you would have heard that Corey sent out his boards to Brent in Coldwater. And these boards got the exact same treatment. So you can see the interconnect, 40 pin guy there. It's been all replaced, male and female. Button battery on CPU has been replaced. Looks like a new capacitor here, at least. Maybe that black one. So Russell said the sound died, so we're going to have to sort that out. I'm not sure what it is yet, obviously. This power supply also looks like it got new capacitors. But yeah, all in all, boards look clean. And other than sound, I guess everything's good to go, so that's pretty good. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to fuse these bridges, because otherwise we could make a fire. We don't want to make a fire. So that is an upgrade that I'll be doing. Yeah, so there's the master display board. Oh, master display information. Let's tuck that back there. But everything here looks good. I'm happy with that. What does that say? Danger, high voltage. Okay. So, Russell also did fully LED this guy, but we're not going to see that today. Ball chamber. I can see myself putting in new balls. Nice shinies in there. And honestly, there's a good chance I'm probably going to strip the play field and just, you know, I'm kind of meticulous and I'm OCD a little bit. I'm going to want to probably remove all the plastics, just do an investigation, tighten everything up, maybe make sure that 12-inch rubber there is correct. It looks like it probably is, but you know, I'll probably replace all these older yellowed post caps with nice fresh white ones. Notice there's some screws missing in the apron here, so I'll replace those. Not a whole lot on the to-do list that I see yet, but I'm probably gonna beef up the flippers. Let's see, one return spring's a little better than the other because it's sagging a little bit. I might even replace pop bumper skirts because those are 40 years old and they look a little brittle. Maybe they just need a really thorough cleaning, but I'll have to address and inspect all the pop bumpers. You want to make sure those are nice and snappy. Lane guides all look to be in good shape. I wonder if those are original or new, because they just look so nice. And the spinner decals hardly looks like it's spun much in its life. The drop target decals, however, are missing. And I'm going to see if I can find some reproductions. I am gonna hope that someone makes them. It's a little bit of wear right there, but this playfield is probably a 9 out of 10. So I'm very happy with that. The back glass, new old stock, should be at least a 9 out of 10. And the cabinet is nice overall. Electronics are good. Just got to get me some sound and then go over the machine top to bottom and just make it my own. So, oh yeah, and the last thing, we already looked at the back glass, but here's one more look. Algar. So I feel like it's a Steve Ritchie design. I think this era of machine, they didn't print the designer on the playfield. There was no giving credit back then. I don't see anything. Often it's in the lanes there. But I just feel like it's Steve Ritchie. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I didn't really look that closely. But yeah, Algar. It's awesome.